It's going. How are you? That's me. That's
Man, it's there's a lot more to it. Honestly, what I believe that the like headlines, the news sensation is, but also like the majority of us aren't under that protected status because we really don't migrate here illegally. That's on the other side of the horse. Really not that much of an option. But here, I think there's around like 500 to 700 people, and that group of people aren't.
oh, son of a bitch.
First, boost troop count. Fire powers rising already. Yes, we gotta get some of those crates on the left. That'll give us more troops faster. Oh, our damage is still way too low. And strike grabbing the weapon up ahead. Perfect. Instantly boss. Big boss said.
Even the ones really, engaged in anything, So I don't know what it really was solved for.
Do most people here in this community speak English?
Yeah, why not? What am I speaking now? Am I speaking for Greek? No.
Why are you so revved up right now?
Because of
We came in here pretty simply, and you're telling him to walk away and he can't speak. He's a grown man, right? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. Good call.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to ask. Have you heard about the statewide welfare fraud?
I heard, but
Estimated $1 billion+.
I think that was
You think it's all fake?
yeah. No, maybe the small portion is accurate, but I don't think that's not the accurate description for the whole community.
Someone does wrongdoing. I agree that he be punished by law. The publicizing and finger pointing Somalis is not what we like.
A lot of people that work here send a lot of money back home to support the family.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
I know a big portion of Somali's like GDP comes from remittance, because there's no economy back, there's no opportunities.
There's a lot of the ladies specifically. They say they speak French, then we start speaking French, and then they don't speak French. Then I get the Somali translation, and then they don't speak Somali. I appreciate it, by the way. We're having a conversation. It's tough to find people to speak to.
Yeah. I think the majority of people they speak English, but the elderly people they don't speak English.
Well, that takes time. Somalis came here 30 years ago.
I see.
30 years is, for the history, it's small period.
I think 30 years is not enough time to assimilate.
I do not agree with the simulation. I wouldn't say good or bad, but not be forced people to be assimilated. I can be American and be my own. English and some English, they're not assimilated.
I see. You think a commonly shared language would be a reasonable thing to compromise on? Like, let's say we all speak English, like you and I do.
I learn English for my own personal interest. I'm an engineer. In order to have a job, I must be able to speak English. They doesn't have interest, let them have their own language.
Do you think there are any problems with not being able to read, like, traffic directions or...
Yeah, if you look at Somalis living here,
Yeah.
who are above 20 or 30 years,
Yeah.
all of them, they speak English.
I see.
Yeah.
It's human nature to sort of live next to people.
What people live to it, yes, I don't think that's not something unique to Somalia. If you go to the Brooklyn Bank, you can see a lot of Haitian people come from West Africa. That's not bad.
There's studies that suggest when ethnic groups live together in one densely populated area, that they don't have to assimilate. There's no reason to sort of learn the commonly spoken language like English, for instance. or learn certain cultural norms if they ethnically pool together?
I don't agree that our community dispersed. And if we live in one place, in a close place, we will be having a political say. And I would encourage that the Somalis get together and live in one place because the MPs from that area will be Somalis. I came from Virginia previously.
From Virginia to Minnesota?
Well, we have more
Somali community?
more the Somali, more power. We have more political power. We can have better chances here.
When you think of your identity, does it go religion, nationality, ethnicity? What is the sort of, how is it to be a Muslim Somali American?
In this country, everyone in this country came from somewhere else. We are not the only people who came from somewhere else. When we came here, we were Somalian, Muslims, and now became Americans. So we are Americans, Muslims, and Somalians.
Hey, well, thank you so much for your time, sir. You're very gracious with your time and answers. Have a great day. Thank you.
And again, just creating more division in our community, you know? It's almost like, let's see, how can I word, since that's what we're already, but, you know, first generation born folks like myself here.
How you doing? Hi, bro. Great to meet you again. All right. Be safe. See ya. What did you guys do? Was there a problem?
Round one. Fight!
Venezuela reported driving elements within Cuba to reach out to the White House as it looks toward a post-Maduro future.
GOP Senator Rick Scott sits on the Foreign Relations and Armed Services Committee, and he joins us now. And so we can be on especially on such an important topic that you've been following for so long. So let's talk about what does it mean if the Cubans are reaching out to pull back the Maduro and he's being increasingly isolated? And two, why not, it's kind of a between Maduro and Trump, and Maduro was asking for just full immunity, so we won't have to go to these four like international tribunals for all of horrific actions. Prisoners and all those involved with drugs, etc. Why not just grant them immunity, just put them out, and there's no war, and it's just a more peaceful way of handling his lead in the country?
Well, first off, I really believe we're going to, before Christmas, we're going to see the and just remember,
Son of a bitch.
He lost the election. He's not the president of the state. He's a head of the cartel. And so I'm very appreciative of this president's doing to get rid of drugs, to get rid of these people so rush to try to kill kids and grandchildren. So, whether he gets arrested and so you take the rest of his life like Vegas or Panama, or whether he goes to Turkey or Russia or China, I don't really care.
Whoa!
All we care is that we get back to no more drugs. And Monica Gonzalez got elected. He's a right-wing leader eventually. Let's get back to the democracy.
Don't forget to like the stream.
And the opportunities that Venezuela has. It's a rich country with wonderful people. They have every reason to have hope for the future, but instead it has to be by getting rid of Maduro.
Right, but if he doesn't get a deal, he'll take.
I'll say it again, Rachel.
If he doesn't get a deal, if there's no deal that he will take, if he gets more difficult on this side of it, right? If he doesn't want to avoid.
He's leaving. I mean, it's just a matter of time. If he doesn't want to get arrested, I mean, this is going to happen. I don't know why he says he goes to Russia, he doesn't need a mandate. I mean, first off, what he's done, I was a good talk a few years ago to somebody in Board, what he's done to the children of Venezuela, the way they have no thing about life, the way some of their family, people had to flee, the people that put in prison and tortured, made it move in this kind of community. If he gets over it, he killed his son, go to China, go to Turkey, and live out the rest of his life.
Real quick, I was just going to switch gears for a second here and ask you about writing voters have already begun early voting. You've got a runoff between the Republican and the Democrat. We spoke to Emilio Gonzalez earlier, the Republican running in that race. How do you expect that race to turn out?
Well, first of all, this is the last day of early voting. So if you live in the city, get your vote in. You gotta get all the Republican votes in. This is the Republican, Republican state today. So you gotta get a vote in. Here's your choice. You want money back?
Weathersfield Wi-Fi starting at just $19.95 a month forever. Switch now, and here's the game changer. Your price never goes up. No surprises, just $19.95 a month. Your price forever. See if you qualify today.
Honestly, I tried to make bearskin hoodie, and here's the trick. This piece is thick. It's made from 340 GSM of bearskin fleece, which is super warm, wind blocking, and regulates body heat like a beast.
You need the new 340 GSM bearskin hoodie to get comfortable in the wild. It's the ultimate 10-pocket.
The illegal migrants that have arrested the next batch for executive charges after allegedly stealing a man on the rail system. It's the exact same rail where police say a career criminal stabbed an Ukrainian refugee to death back in August.
Charlie Fanning joins us now. Good morning. So police are request that the resident broke into a railroad car while intoxicated before stabbing the victim. Police knew what Officer Rolando, a Honduras, was arrested and looking at court tomorrow. The agent confirmed and said that the required support of illegal migrants with a lengthy criminal history in the United States. He was deported by the Trump administration in 2018 and re-entered illegally during the Biden administration in 2021. Then he was deported a second time by the Biden administration and then re-entered illegally again. He also had a conviction for robbery in the U.S. and prior arrest for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, resisting arrest, and false ID. He is now charged with attempted murder for the stabbing and many other charges after allegedly breaking into the flight rail train while intoxicated while carrying a large explosive knife for him to challenge the victim to fight before attacking him with that knife. This stabbing attack began happening on the same rail line where 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee Arena Zaruska was stabbed dead 6 months ago by a suspected career criminal. The president Donald Trump reacted on Truth Social saying this quote, another stabbing by an illegal migrant in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's staying on in Charlotte. Democrats are destroying it like everything else. Needs to peace. Officials say the stabbing victim remains in the hospital and is being treated for their serious injuries. Thanks, John.
Thank you for taking time. Your reaction to this? Here we have yet a second attack, this time by an illegal alien that should never been here.
It's just really unbelievable that we could find ourselves back here again just a couple of months after we went through the situation with Arena Zaruska. And it really is. It's something that draws our attention and causes us to realize that something has got to be done, and enough is enough. And I think that's really where we find ourselves, especially when you see the backstory to this. approaching the video, we found the backstory of a person that had been arrested 14 previous times and was walking the streets and able to pull off that crime. And here we find an individual, an illegal alien, that has been deported not once, but twice and arrested here in our country, and yet still we find our Democrat politicians that are complaining about our law enforcement, like Border Patrol and ICE, who are here to do their jobs. And it's just preposterous. And I really think that there was a big Samaritan that was present in this situation to stand up and really fight. And I'm very grateful for him.
And you make an interesting point, Congressman, because Charlotte's mayor, B. Lyles, who has opposed the ICE crackdown in that city, put out a statement about this, where she says there are several aspects of public safety that are outside of the city's jurisdiction, including immigration policy and enforcement, and we will continue to focus on public safety and ensuring a safe and vibrant community. This comes, as we know, this alleged alien that stabbed this good citizen who was standing up trying to stop chaos from erupting on the light rail train, had been convicted of burglary in the U.S., had prior arrests for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and yet he was a dialogue. He came back a third time because of Honduras, and it was one of the more than 2 million getaways that are in this country, and yet she doesn't seem to want us to support going after.
Oh, I have a real problem. I mean, I think that's one reason that we usually always walk to places like Charlotte. The fact that it's not illegal, that there will be sexual crime, the idea that there will somehow be protected, and it seems that we have made that message when we're more concerned about the illegal aliens that are here, when we're all about our citizens that are becoming victims of these violent crimes. And it is, I mean, it's something that needs to be called out. And I'm really grateful for Operation Charlotte, what took place here, and I think it's important. Listen, we call it the National Guard. We reached out to the governor. We also come in with peace in Charlotte, pointing out that we have a very strong police. They get legal. We've got 300 policemen short for being able to actually work in the city. And we see this uptaking crime in and so we look at the governor asking the National Guard. We've seen success in Memphis. We've seen success in Washington, D.C. And we know it was important for the National Guard to be a short-term fix while we get things together. But again, we have a pushback. Democrat mayor, but not the stuff. This is what we need.
Well, Congressman, President Trump has been true social outrage like this, and they're scattered by the legal minor in Charlotte, North Carolina. What's going on in Charlotte? Democrats are destroying it like everything else, piece by piece. Final question, the time's got left. Is your governor going to get on board?
Well, I'm sure any sign I think we're going to go on board. It was just unfortunate. We think it was awful. That we did see Operation Charlottesville, Border Patrol more than 425 arrests so far, and they tell us they're not finished here, and they're still working in Charlotte. And we're very grateful that they're here.
What wants to be done? Congressman Moore Harris, thank you for taking time, sir.
Thank you, Britt. Appreciate it.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Compagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Katie McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern.
All right, everyone, it's time to talk about double standards. Tim Pool, the other day, the night before this last one, had his home shot at by presumptively what would be a leftist, someone that disgruntled by political comments, political faith. Meanwhile, at the same time, Tim Walz, so it's the tale of two Tims in this case, was getting heckled. People have been driving by his house, calling him a retard, calling him retarded, and in some cases filming it. His daughter is all up in arms, by the way, about this, which is hysterical. She goes on this insane rant. Oh my God, you know, it's basically Greta Thunberg, how dare you, more than anything else. The differential is staggering. The Tim Pool story, covered by a few outlets. His home got shot at probably for political reasons. That was the left's response to what they perceived as a provocation. The right wing perceives Tim Walz as a goofy crazy boy, and he gets called a retard on Thanksgiving by Donald Trump, and now state tradition this year is, you know, driving by Tim Walz's house and insulting him. So let's look at the difference. The right wing has a good time, memes it up, and makes videos of themselves heckling someone. The left wing tries to kill people. Are you seeing a difference here? And then the difference in the amount of reporting, like every agency media outlet is like condemning the use of the word retard. Well, I think that they're retarded too. And plenty of someone drove by their house and called them a retard as well. This is hysterical. Words versus actions. Which one is offending the left wing? The words. How dare you insult Cuomo? I would think liberals would want to call him a retard too, though. I mean, he did help lose the campaign for Kamala Harris. When you really think about it, he was not a good choice of running this. A goofy crimson oil that, dances around on stage and says weird stuff all the time was not helpful towards the campaign. Liberals should be the ones that are actually driving by his house and saying things like that, saying mean things. Mean words and mean actions are not the same. I think that shooting at someone's home, you know, this is potentially a significant felony crime, is a little bit different than, you know, maybe disorderly conduct or something like that is a violation. These two things are not the same. But one of them is artificially elevated to the status of extreme importance, whereas the other one, which is actually illegal, because somebody's literally firing shots at somebody's home, they don't need to talk about that. What would happen if one of those bullets had gone through a window and, you know, hit Tim Pool in the head or something like that, and killed his girlfriend? Well, then you're looking at murder charges and stuff like that. You know, it's only a matter of time before this sort of thing happens. You've seen left-wingers attempt to kill Trump. They killed Charlie Kirk. They're firing shots at Tim Pool's house. I'm wondering, when is somebody going to fire a shot through my office window? It's entirely possible. All you have to do is have any audience at all for this sort of thing to happen. You do not need to be as big as Tim Pool to have people swat you or make bomb threats and stuff like this. It's happened to me on 3 different occasions. It's probably only a matter of time. Or people get randomly assaulted. Look at Richard Spencer, for example. When some leftist just randomly runs up to him and punches him out while he's giving an interview. I know that he switched and now he's a liberal, but over and over again, anyone perceived of as on the right, even if they're not really conservative at all, they don't have fascist tendencies, and certainly not goose-stepping around like a fucking Nazi, they are subjected to physical violence. In some cases, unfortunately, all the way up to and including assassinations or attempted assassinations. But if you piss off the right wing, or simply people that are just anti-Trump and stuff like that, what you get is you get hurt. You get joked at. People will laugh at you. People will drive by your house and call you a retard. Again, these are totally different scenarios. And it is massively lopsided. When I see some when some group, usually associated with some NGO or PAC or something associated in turn with the DNC or George Soros or something, says right-wing violence is the main problem in the United States. The only way they can arrive at that conclusion is with radical fascist violence is the right way, simply because it's really just the motivated, because everyone knows the living of necessity is highly conservative. So there are a lot of examples conservative. I don't think there's no straight product of the shit like that. The Somali community is a great example of Republican solidarity. Not in the habit, but then when it's presented, it's called the solidarity. The numbers don't even go sort of like when people who still are trying to generate facts with regards to case law and reporting it's basically not even legal, or scientific studies for that things that are along those lines. This has become kind of a societal thing. When you look at legacy media companies, in particular that decided to take shots at someone's face because they didn't like their YouTube channel. Versus a handful of people that videos that they echoing somebody who doesn't like them. Two totally different things. Nobody's taking a shot at the other and going, oh, remember that time that, oh yeah, that time that Kavanaugh had that dude outside of his home planning to kill him. That's what memory holds for the future. George didn't say much about Steve Scalise shooting down in congressional baseball games. Almost died. So he was I think he's still with us. He knows what happened to him. But we don't hear about this. They simply ignore the memory. That's why it's a different fantastic. But it's a real baseball out there. We should always be careful. We're going in and we don't fall far away from that. If he says the things and people are going to complain about them in a press conference, and his daughter is so thin-skinned, but she goes on and angry on and ready to say the same thing. I think that that's a little bit, again, it's not the same. If somebody calls me a retard on why he does things, that is all the time I like to talk to them. Because I find the word funny and the regular experience. Now, I wouldn't see it on me. When you try to plug me like a baby steal or anything like that, get over it. Get over your stupid pride and roll with the punches. Do what J.D. Vance did. You have people who are calling him far worse than what they're calling Tim Wall. What does he do? He leans into it. He starts beating him up. And then I'm generally a leader. The camera is like kind of an afro and his fat face and stuff like that. He found it funny. So you completely disarm his spirit. Tim Wall is good stuff around the weekend. Well, then that was sorry man's possible criticism. He's not intelligent enough to do that because it's no man.
Early this morning, I responded yet again to a woman who died from stringing up